Hi everybody, how are you doing? Just wanted to do a little bit of this with you. It was on my blog the other day. It's going to be on my blog again today. But the other day I'd literally just done this. That much, okay. Now this is going to be a pouch. I love a pouch or a pocket, whatever you want. So there's a stitch line here, and that marks the first fold of this pouch. It's going to be like this. These pinholes, they're from damp stretching. I damp stretch this. And then this one is going to come over there like that. But obviously it'll be folded over and hemmed so you don't see those pinholes. So it's going to be like that, and then like that. It'll be lined, okay, and it'll be that big, and this will be open, and I'll put things in there. So I finished that the other day. That's the first edge. This edge is obviously bigger, and then I just continued onto the main body of the piece. So that's on the reverse now. These things you see here, these are on the reverse, alright, and again it's going to be that big. So this is just hand embroidery, little tiny areas of hand embroidery, and I'm putting applique on. Now the jury's out a bit with the applique. I'm not just leaving the applique, I'm edging it with French knots, but to me it's a bit heavy compared to the rest, but I'm hoping that by the time it's finished there'll be that much of this delicate stuff going on and not so many of these that it'll be fine, okay. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to trust my instinct that there's good. So there's one here and 4 delicate embroideries. There's one there and 5 delicate embroideries, okay. So it's going to be, the applique is going to be outnumbered, and hopefully the main focus is going to be on these little delicate embroidered areas. Now when I applique, I normally edge it with running stitch or back stitch or chain stitch or something, but I'm doing French knots with this, and I don't need to do anything else other than French knots. What I could do if I wanted to, let me put it in the hoop. What I could do if I wanted to was edge it first and then French knot it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to French knot it. So at the minute I'm obsessed with these variegated threads, DMC Colorist threads. This is colour 4502. This is my favourite one, but I've got a few really lovely ones. This is a different one, it's 4501, that one, but this is the 02, and this here is the 01. So that's the 01, it's a bit paler, and this is the 02, 02, that's 01. So but I'm leaning towards the 02. So this is what I've got threaded on my needle now. So I'll just do a couple of French knots with you around the edge of this, just really to touch base and say hello. I've already taken the card out of the back. Now I don't know how many times I've said this in videos, and I don't know if you've heard me say it in videos, and if you have I apologise for repeating myself, but most people do 3 wraps for French knots, 2 wraps, sorry. I do 3. I don't know why, I just always did do 3. I don't remember anybody specifically teaching me to do 3, but I do 3, and I don't think it matters, whatever works for you. I think they're equally as lovely with 3 or 2, but I'm a bit of a, like if I'm over stitching something to secure it, I over stitch it. I always do extra than's necessary because it's just the way I am, so maybe that's why I do 3. Now at the minute it's the paler tones of this 4502 that are coming through, but the mix, when you've done quite a big area with this thread, the mix is just beautiful, beautiful. And I don't just, you'll see from this one, I don't just go around once, I kind of make it organic, haphazard. So there will be a once going round, but then random ones added above that on a second layer, a second run. And it is quite time consuming. I've just been saying something in class about web stitches. I've got an area on something I'm working on with them that's got 14 web stitches in it, and I'm not surprised how long it takes, but people who don't sew would be surprised how long it takes. And I said to them in class, set yourself a task of embroidering 14 web stitches and see how long it takes you, because honestly, but then it's never a problem for me. I love the ritual of this, and I love the repetitive, and I actually love the, not mundane, what's the word? I don't know. I love the repetitive and the, I don't know, I love the slowness of it. I mean, I get lost when I'm doing this. If I'm here on my own and I'm not making a video and I'm just doing this, I get lost. I travel all over. In my head, I could be in San Francisco, could be anywhere in my head when I'm doing this. So there. So I mean, I'm only about a third of the way around there, but I'm going to leave it there. But you can see now, hopefully. So it was very pale to start with, and now the red's coming in. Can you see that? So just the variations in the colours. I mean, look here. Here. That's 4502 DMC Colorist. I just love it. And that's a web stitch, by the way, in case you don't know what a web stitch is. So on this thing I'm doing in class, I'm doing areas of 14 web stitches. And they look beautiful in the variegated thread as well. That's 4501. I don't know if I've got any with 4502. Let me bring my needle through at the front and I'll have a look. But don't go out and buy it all, because I need some. I think they're 4502, okay, and they're 4501. So you can probably see the subtle difference there between them and them. Yeah. Okay, have a lovely Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. I hope you got lots of Easter eggs. I didn't get any, but then maybe I wasn't well behaved enough.